What up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another one. Now, in this particular video, baby, once again, the lesbians are tired of modern women. I want to hop into this video. Listen, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content. Share and like the video and turn on that notification bell. But let's hop into this video, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. All right, here we go.
I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me.
Let me just say that the dating of lesbians, okay, is fucking trash, okay? It is absolutely fucking trash.
I can't be the only lesbian, stud, whatever you want to call it. It's actually getting tired of dealing with women.
Listen, baby, it's a short clip, but listen, there are more clips and videos out there of lesbians who are complaining about the nature of women in this dating market. And, you know, it just speaks to a lot of the mentality and the behavior of modern women. I talk about it all the time. Y'all already know. We talk about this so much, you know, it's becoming tiresome because we see the decline. We see that it's going south. And a lot of these women do not want to take any accountability. They do not see how this is going to negatively impact their futures and their children's future. They don't understand how detrimental it is. They're walking around thinking that life is forever and that this is not going to have a negative impact on you. That this whole idea of this independent boss chick, I don't need a man society is not going to benefit them. The idea that you don't want to deal with a man that's just as average as you are, but also you have the idea that you're not average just because you got a job and you went to college. You think you're above average, so you think you're too good for the average man when you are not even qualified to get the men that you say you want. So what do? They don't want to accept what's on their real level because they want everyone to have been hyped up to believe that she's better than her own man. And this is in the Black community because we are married at a much lower rate than everybody else. So that means that a lot of Black women are single with children. And they can't, it's not that I don't think that they can't find a man. They just don't have the choice of the men that they actually want. The men that they could get, they don't want them because they think that they're better. And this is from all walks of life, all spectrums. Young, old, big, skinny, large, small, like, you know, 20,000, 30,000 to 50,000, 60,000, even if you make 100,000, they all are looking for the same type of man. But they're all having a problem getting said man because of their mentality and the fact that they really believe that this boss chick, independent society type of mentality is what men are looking for. They've been convinced or conditioned or brainwashed to believe that these are the types of women that men want. And now that they're realizing that these men aren't really checking for them, they're still in denial. They still want to believe and manifest that that can't be the case. That, hey, they're so good looking and they're so this and educated that why wouldn't these men want to be with them? You know what I'm saying? And it's just a denial thing there. It's a delusional, a little bit of delusion, a little bit of denial, no accountability, and a few other things. Just plain out ridiculous. And so this is leaving a lot of women and men single because men refuse to accept these types of women and women will not settle. And so now there's a big problem because now men are moving away. Men are over here having conversations about where they're going to, what country they're going to go to try to find a woman. And women are still sitting here trying to force men to level up to be with them. You know, because they want a man to take care of them, fully take care of them. And men are saying, no, y'all not even my type. You're not even what I want. So why would I settle for you? So men are not settling, women are not settling. Where do we go from here? Where do we go? I don't think there's anywhere else to go. You know, women don't want to change their mind. Women don't want to be what is necessary to a good man. Even the men with the money still want good women. Even a man that they would deem a high value man that they would want to take seriously, he's not taking it seriously because all of them have kids and those men don't want single mothers for the most part. Unless you are drop dead gorgeous woman. You in shape. You done had 3 babies, 3 baby daddies, and you in shape and you beautiful and you just look so good. Maybe you might have a chance. But a lot of these women are overweight. They're not gonna change. You can't tell them nothing. They're combative. They don't tell you what you should be doing and what they not gonna do. And quite frankly, men are just done. Men are just tired of that behavior. They don't want no parts of it. They really don't. And now the women are just left by their lonesome trying to pick up the pieces, trying to figure out what had happened. And now they're realizing it, but they're still in denial. They're still trying to figure out who they can get to want to take them seriously. They're still asking the questions. Why men don't want to date women with kids? Because they don't. They just don't. That's not their kids, and they don't want to do it. But I think once again, all of this that's happening, I don't think this is something that women that they thought would happen. They didn't foresee this. They were only given a set of rules to follow, and they followed them. I think they followed them to a T. Hey, take care of yourself. Have fun in your 20s. Don't depend on the man for shit. And they did that. They didn't depend on the man. They got their education. They had fun, created the babies, broken homes. And when they thought when they were ready to go out and find a man and pick the one that they wanted, that he would just be standing there waiting for them. And it's not like that. But I don't think they think far out, because a lot of us were not raised to do that. We weren't raised to be wives. We weren't raised or taught what it is to be a wife and what you should expect and what you should be doing to get a husband. Well, a lot of us were not taught that. And so now we're in the aftermath of all of those wrong teachings. Now a lot of people are dealing with the consequences of what they followed and what they were taught. And they don't like it. And you shouldn't like it. But where is the turning point? Where you get to the point to where you realize the errors of your ways, the mistakes you made, the lies you were told. When do you realize that and say, hold up, let me try to salvage whatever it is I have left to salvage while I'm still alive. Let me change this around. Let me start speaking against that and get myself mentally stable, at some point, to at least understand what it is, and so that you can start teaching your daughters and your sons, the right way. Because even if it's too late for you, you still have kids that you can teach better before it's too late. But no, we don't see that. We see a lot of women in denial, a lot of individuals in denial about it. And it's just not helping the situation. They still believe what they want to believe, even if they don't ever get the outcomes that they expect. And so I think it's unfortunate. But, once again, I just think, we have to do better at some point. You got to do better at some point. You just can't keep going in circles thinking and doing the same thing and thinking that you're going to get a different outcome. I really do. I think there could be hope. But if they don't ever realize the error of their ways and make a change, then how are you going to ever get to a better place for you and the future of your kids? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It is what it is at this point. I don't know what else to say about it, but y'all definitely chime in. What's your thoughts on the video? Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content, and I will see y'all in the next one.